Guys, welcome back to my channel, Vibing After Dark _ with Mo. And if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button? And if you're a returning subscriber, how about send it to a family or a friend so they can vibe out with us? Okay, so tonight I came on here just to talk about a few little things that been going on in social media, entertainment, like world, that I've been meaning to talk about. Like, two of these topics are old, and one is like semi-new, but I ain't never had a chance to get around to talk about it. But I'm about to talk about it right now. So I'm gonna talk about I had to write my little notebook down. Write it down in my notes. The Gucci Man and Big Scar thing. I'm gonna have to talk about Boosie and his thoughts on drugs, and Kevin Gates on drinking women pee. First of all, we're gonna get into the first let's get into Gucci Man, because I can't really show y'all all the clips and all the videos because I ain't really learned how to. Well, first of all, I think people be getting it off of Twitter. I'm not sure where they get it from yet, but I think the videos be coming from Twitter. But I just get the videos from like other people YouTube's or Instagram of what I see the stuff on. But I can't never like screen record it and link it in, or screen record and play it on my YouTube, because I'll get a copyright strike. But I'll figure out one day. Like I said, I don't have a Twitter, and I really think they get it from Twitter, because that's the only place that I think that they won't give you a copyright strike from. But I'll eventually get a Twitter, and I'll get it from there. But let's go ahead and get into the topics. Okay, so those of you who don't know Big Scar was an up and coming rapper that was signed to Gucci Mane's label 1017. His real name was Alexander Woods. He was born April 7, 2000. And he's a relative of, well, he's the cousin of Who Shiesty, if y'all know who that is. Some of y'all might know who these people is, some of y'all might not. I never heard of Big Scar until this whole thing went on after he died. So he died on December 22nd, and they said he overdosed or whatever. He had a couple of videos I seen too on like TikTok of him on the lean. Like, he liked to take pills and he would drink lean or whatever. So he was already looking like he was like halfway about to pass out. There's a video surfacing around like of that before he died. Really, um, he started like rapping in 2019. Yeah, in 2019 he started rapping. But anyway, like I said, he died on December 22nd, and so his sister came out on TikTok and Instagram, and like I said, her video is going all over the place. I can't put
Worth,
the
baby, my brother worth more than 10K. Yeah, Gucci son 10,000, and it was somebody else on another 10. So it was 20,000 in all. Flowers, boo, 10K ain't. My brother was way more worth, baby. My brother.
link to where I seen it from, which is Lovely T off of Instagram. I can put that link in the description box below if y'all care to see that. But his sister came out, like I said, because he was signed to Gucci Mane's label. His sister came out and tried to bash Gucci Mane for not paying for the funeral and not coming to the funeral. And they say they're not giving Gucci Mane his chains back that he gave his the boy or whatever. So he's saying that he paid $10,000 or whatever to towards the funeral expenses. Well, which it was $20,000 towards the funeral expenses. And she said at first that he didn't pay nothing towards the funeral expenses. And then like she was saying, then she came back and said, since his wife Keisha Kr, she posted receipts, which I can put the receipts in the, on the screen right here. That she posted receipts that she did. They send the $10,000 or whatever, and then Atlantic paid the other $10,000, and they also bought flowers. And the sister was saying that that's a little bit of money that ain't did nothing to the funeral. The funeral was like $60,000, and she did came back and said, yeah, he sent a little money. Like it was just $10,000, and you're Gucci man. I guess she expect for him to pay for the whole funeral. So my question to y'all is, do y'all think Gucci man was wrong for just sending 20,000? She said the funeral was $60,000. Now I just now seen on a video that I seen too, cause her brother came on there and he was talking junk, and then the daddy came on and he apologized for the kids talking junk or whatever, and he was saying that he was grateful for Gucci Mane to send him what he did send, which was the $20,000 and flowers. But the son since came apologized or whatever, but they still said they're not giving the chain back. But I want to know, do y'all feel like Gucci Mane is wrong for just sending 20,000? Oh, but this is what I was gonna say. The funeral, she said the funeral was $60,000, but then they cremated the boy. I don't know what funeral cost $60,000. Even like celebrity funerals, I mean, I don't know if it cost that much. I never heard somebody's funeral cost that much. And like I said, he wasn't that big of a celebrity yet, so I'm not understanding that. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. I think he didn't have to he didn't have to pay anything. Like if you ask me. So I feel like the $20,000 that could have did the whole funeral. Like, why you giving him a funeral of $60,000 in the first place? But she was mad that she said that Gucci Mane said he couldn't do more and he couldn't attend because Keisha Kiara's birthday was coming up and he had to handle her birthday expenses. So that's why he only sent 20,000. But like I said, I feel like I would have been grateful for whatever he sent. I don't know. I just think that was dumb. The whole situation is stupid, really. But what's your thoughts on that? Okay, so this next topic I want to get into is the Kevin Gates topic and him drinking his urine. I really want to talk about this because, like, I feel like he just goes overboard, over the top, and I think he just be saying things. But he was on this podcast called the Fancy Talk Podcast, and he was asked. Sorry, I'm looking down because I'm reading what it said. He was asked whether or not he was into sexual activity involving human secretions. Gates responded bluntly, "Yes, I love it." So he was talking about that. Well, she was asking, how was he a fan of getting peed in his mouth, like drinking pee, having a woman pee in his mouth during sex or whatever. And he said he loved it, and he just went on and said that one time he was riding in a car, and he drank a cup of pee from his woman. That's how much he was infatuated by her. Like it was nothing to him because she drank water and it was just nothing
What?
to drink.
A woman piss in your mouth.
Yeah, I done had a
Yeah.
woman pee in a cup while we was driving and I drunk it
Oh, okay.
right
Period.
there
Yes.
because it was just nothing. I was so infatuated with this woman to where it was just nothing about her that was nasty. Like, and then she super clean. She like me. She drink number water all day, so her piss ain't got no taste.
Right.
Like,
And you know they said that's how you survive too. Like if you're in a desert somewhere and need something to drink, you're just supposed to drink your urine.
I haven't been in the.
Her pee. If you infatuated with somebody, you should like be fine with having their whole existence in you, like their whole bodily fluids in you with no problem. But my thing is with Kevin Gates, I just feel like Kevin Gates and men like Kevin Gates, I feel like when you want to be that freaky or you talk about being freaky to that level, I think it's really like nothing is off limits. Like to me, you will be okay with having a threesome with men in it, having like transgender sex or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that because if you into that, you like that, you like what you like. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that. But if you supposed to be like a regular like man that just like women, how freaky is too freaky? I mean, how freaky do you supposed to go? I mean, well, where is the line to be drawn at? Like, everybody want to be so freaky, overly freaky, till it's like it's never gonna stop. Like, First it was like the oral sex, and that's fine. That's like a part of normal sex or whatever. Then it's like now you have people on the social media. Even Boosie was talking about it. He wanted to get his butt ate. Like, it's just like everybody is so open now to trying everything. When is where's the point where you're gonna stop wanting to try more? Try more, try more, try more. To me, all of this trying more is you're leading into trying you lead it into the feminine side of yourself. So you're gonna keep going to what, men? I mean, like I said, it's nothing against men, but if you're supposed to be a straight man, how much is too much before you go too far? Is what I'm trying to say. I can't really like get it all out what I'm really trying to say, but how freaky do you want to be? Drinking pee? It seems like that should be like that should cause some type of harm. Drinking pee, just like straight out drinking a cup of pee. It seems like that should mess up something in your body. I don't know, like, and you're supposed to be labeled as a nasty freak for want to drink pee, or to me that's not freaky. To me that's just straight out plain out nasty. I mean, people is into what they're into, but that's just plain out nasty. Maybe I ain't that freaky. I guess I don't want to be that freaky because I don't want to drink nobody pee, and I don't want nobody drink my pee. Not a whole cup of pee. No, nothing like that. I just don't understand. But like even on the Carisha Police podcast when he was on that, he was saying some like crazy off the wall stuff. To like, dude, you're borderline gay. Like I feel like might as well say you can have sex with anybody, and stop calling yourself straight at this point because you want to have doo doo necks on your face. I mean, it's just like that. Like pee. I mean, I can't even talk. I can't even explain it. It's just so nasty. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts on that? Like I said, I can't get what I'm really wanting to say out, but trying to make sense of what I'm trying to say, how freaky is too much freakiness? When is it? When is too freaky becomes just plain out disgusting? Yeah, that's the question. When is too freaky becomes plain out disgusting? And how many of y'all willing to drink pee? That's the question right there. How many of y'all willing to drink pee? Do y'all think that's nasty or do y'all think that's freaky? Answer that in the comment box below, please. Okay, so my last topic is Boosie and his thoughts on drugs. Like I said, I'm gonna try to link the link where I get all of this from, so you can see the actual video of him talking about what he's talking about in the description box below. Hopefully, I don't get a strike for just linking the thing in there. But Boosie had went live and he was talking about people who's on drugs, and the new drug of choice is fentanyl. He got a lot of backlash because he was saying like, if you're gonna do drugs, stick to crack, because you don't see nobody from crack dying, and he know crackheads since he was a little kid, and they still alive out here being crackheads. So he was getting a lot of backlash because people was like, okay, you're a social media, I mean, you're a celebrity, so you should.
In 2022 with fentanyl, if you're gonna be an addict, you might need to go back to crack. Crackheads live longer than anybody. You still see them around. That fentanyl is way stronger. If you can't shake it, go back to crack. You're gonna be funnier. You're gonna live longer. Food for thought. Too many people.
Tell them, try to push for people to get off drugs rather than telling them to do crack instead of fentanyl. But what Boosie was trying to say, fentanyl is really killing people. Like, people who get addicted to fentanyl, they overdose and they die quick, which is true because a lot of celebrities last year in 2022 died from fentanyl. I don't think they knew that it was like getting fentanyl. They thought they was getting like crack or whatever, cocaine or whatever. But the dealers is making fentanyl in these drugs now or whatever, and so a lot of people is ODing over fentanyl, which they thinking is not fentanyl, they thinking is crack or cocaine. Or some people just know it's fentanyl too, and they just think that they can take enough of it, I mean a little bit of it, and not die, but they really is dying. So what Boosie is saying is, in my perspective, what he was saying is, if I know a crackhead that's gonna be a crackhead, like everybody got crackheads in their town or whatever, I can't go up to the crackhead in my town and tell them to get off drugs, because I'm sure their family didn't try to get them off drugs. I'm sure anybody and everybody that was close to them and around them was trying to get them off of drugs. Once you addicted to it, I'm sure it's hard for you to get off it. A lot of people done went to rehab and relapsed and got right back on it. A lot of people done lost their family, done lost their house, done lost a lot of things behind it. So what he was saying is, you cannot make no crackhead or drug addict do what they don't want to do. Like, they got to be ready to get off it. So by Boosie telling them to get off it, or trying to, even if Boosie spent his money, or even as Boosie take them to the rehab center or whatever, he can try to do that. But like I said, they can go to the rehab center, they can check themselves out and leave. They can do the whole time and then get out and still relapse. So instead of him wasting his time and his money, or instead of regular people wasting their time and money trying to get these people off, which you can still try your best to get people off, but just stay with crack. If you already a crackhead, you already an addict, stay with that. Don't try to do fentanyl, because at least with crack, like he said, people are still alive. Like, since I was little, even in my town, I still see the same crackheads. But you can get a hold to fentanyl, and it's just at a blink of an eye, you're dead. So I get what he was saying. Stick to crack, don't go to fentanyl. And I don't know why people were like giving him so much backlash from saying that, because I feel like social media is too sensitive these days. Everybody wants you to be a certain way, but in reality, I mean, in reality, the reality of it is, ain't nobody getting off of the drugs. If you already an addict, they're not getting off it. That's the reality of that situation. But it's just like with any situation in life. I mean, people want you to do certain things, but in reality, it's really not like that. So, y'all give me your thoughts on that topic too. Do y'all feel like Boosie was wrong? Do y'all think he deserved the backlash that he's getting for telling people like to stick with the choice of crack and cocaine instead of fentanyl? Or do you think that he should have just tried to persuade people to just get off drugs, period? Y'all let me know in the comment box below. If y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up, and share if you care. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.